Okay, so yeah, we are back. We've got shit show volume 2. As Andy was pointing out. We got Andy back, got me, Zach.
Yo.
I would say day 2. It's day 2 for us, but we're in the
Eternity 2 for everybody else who watched it.
yeah. There we go. Okay, so yeah, exactly. We're back in the LAN cafe. Forgot that the volume is still
Why
blaringly
does
loud.
the LAN cafe have beds in
Well, have you ever seen the ones in friggin' Korea? People pass out and die.
it? Wow, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep anyway. Speaking of that, this also doubles as an inn, in case you were so inclined to wonder about that.
Yes.
So the LAN cafe is. I never actually went to a LAN cafe, but I guess they were big in, not Fergus. So
Right.
I think this is actually who I have to talk to. Okay, well, I definitely was not trying to do that. I guess I'll start reading it off. Well, can you help us out? We've got this big company.
What my friend means to say is we're looking for information, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, right.
There are rumors about the big 3 game companies planning some sort of undercover operation. Have you heard anything about something like that?
So, I should point out a lot of this stuff. We put on a lot of stuff,
The
but
grammar is atrocious.
no, in my head it makes sense. Everybody else is crazy, not me. I might know something about it. Yeah. Who's asking? Recently, professional game designers. Our interest lies in possible future employment of ours. Yeah, not sure you'd want to work for a company like that, but I mean, not sure you'd want to work for a company like that, but alright. I trust you with a little tidbit. I may have heard some rumors about this operation. I also heard it's going down pretty soon. Word is the big companies Cinevision, Eastwood, and Digital Creations are trying to round up the best programmers they can find. Most probably to create their crapware they keep trying to shovel out. So, can you guess all
Why
the
would you
different
parallel
companies?
Westwood as a bad company?
What's that?
Just curiosity. Why would you parallel Westwood as a bad company?
So, I
What's
didn't.
wrong with this?
I was just using. I was going to say if you caught that or not. Westwood, it's just a company that I used in there because Westwood got eaten by EA and forced to just like eat itself basically. So in this game, Eastwood was a good company that got bought or like whatever. You know what I mean? They were good.
Yeah.
And they were turned by the evil. I don't care much for EA at this particular juncture in my life when I made this, just in case that's not apparent. I don't get it. Why would they want great designers to create terror bad games? No one's really sure at this point. And no one's even sure if it's true. It's all hearsay until something happens to prove it in the first place, and I haven't heard of anything yet.
We might be able to prove that for you. We are at the moment being pursued by a certain shady conglomerate.
And you thought to come here? You fools! You'll lead them right to us. Oh
she's a
yeah.
veteran.
Relax, Yvonne. You want to be?
Relax,
You can be,
Yvonne.
yeah, you be heard.
Relax, Yvonne. No one from their organization will find anyone here.
So, another little bit of backstory. This was another person that we acquired for my team when I built this, and I think her name was Jenna.
Okay.
And she was Elena's friend, and she was on the team, and I think she dropped out of the class or something, but we added her in there.
You're Yvonne.
Oh, am I? Oh, that's right. I am. No, wait. Oh. No, you
Wait.
just played her. You're Yvonne. You be Yvonne. 'Cause I'm
No,
the other
I said relax, Yvonne. Because that was the woman.
Oh,
I'll be
I
Yvonne
see
then.
it. Okay.
Part of my outburst matron, of course.
Wait. No, now we've got these mixed up.
Oh,
Whatever.
who the heck is Yvonne?
So the girl we were talking to was Yvonne. This is Jenna, which makes sense because that's
Okay.
her name in real
So
life.
I'm Jenna then.
Yeah, I was playing Yvonne.
You were playing Yvonne. All right,
Yeah,
that's
we
fine.
got this now.
I'm
This
Matron
shit's
Jenna.
locked down. So go ahead.
I'm Matron Jenna. I'm not gonna do that. Owner and operator of this LAN cafe. I've taken an interest in your conversation. Of course, I've seen you here before. I should have known you had something to do with it.
I think I would have passed through all this spelling, but guess I had not.
Yes. Now, who might you two be exactly, and why should I continue to let you stay here?
I'm telling you, it makes sense in my head. Anyway, we witnessed the murder of our professor at the hands of DC. We didn't know where else to go. We have to find some way to fight back. Chen's death can't be in vain.
Professor Chen, you say? That's too bad. I was a student of his as well at one point in time. I may know of a way you can avenge his death. I almost said average. Avenge his death.
You can average out his death. If you clone him and like kill him 5 times, the average, evens out pretty well.
Yeah. What have you got in mind? I suppose at this point I can trust you both. Because reasons.
Yep. There's a little bit of a monologue here.
This cafe is at first glance just that. A LAN cafe. However, at its heart is the front to a much more meaningful operation. Drugs. Are you aware of the developer Faucet?
There's no connection here.
No, there's no parallel. The company that tried to develop its own games against the big three, it disappeared after the release of Full Death. Oh my god. Yes, something like that. Oh man. She's like walking around talking. Okay.
She's doing a monologue. It's a straight up anime one.
Yeah. You see, after Full Death, Faucet knew it would be only a matter of time before DC and the like could make it a target for elimination. They went underground instead. They still develop and release games, but to a different scene of people. The underground gamers.
Underground gamers? What was that noise? No, they really exist.
They do exist. The entrance to their headquarters is this cafe. You seem to have stumbled in here just as the event known as the Vapor Tournament is about to begin. I tell you this because if you are able to prove yourselves in the eyes of Faucet, you will command the respect of those in charge of it, as well as the underground gamers as a whole. What do you say, boys?
We're there.
Alright, tell the password Sub-Zero to the man in the basement. He will then grant access to the underground. Best of luck to the both of you, friends. And she walks back to there.
Alright. I completely forgot that that happened, and it was such a long monologue. Like, seriously, I haven't played this. I think I made this game. We made this game in. I was looking at the preview video was 2011. It says coming out spring 2011. So I haven't played this game for like 7 years. It's crazy. Good tip is to straight.
They have level 80 because that was the level cap of World of Warcraft.
I think it was at the time, actually. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I will rule you with my legislative combat. Some different ideas popping around my head when I wrote this stuff. So.
Yeah.
You'll notice this is not a gamer girl. This is a girl gamer because there's a difference.
Ah, yes.
It's just that one.
You already looked at the porn on the...
Yeah, the barbarian porn, which, again, I want to point out, I actually didn't make that, and since this was for educational purposes at the time, like I was saying, it just kind of, we try to do all our own art. I'm gonna check on something real quick here, too. We try to do all of our own art and all of our own resources, but, at some point we just kind of... Oh, never mind.
Phoned it in.
Yeah, I guess we're not going around. I was gonna go back because I was looking at the video last night, and there was a part that I want to check out. I genuinely do not remember where all the secrets are, which is I'd like to do 100% completion of my own game, but I don't remember where everything is.
Well,
so,
there's no tracking of it. You can just say that we already reached 100%.
Yes.
No one could.
I mean, I've done it in the past.
No one will know.
So, what's the password for the super special bonus item? Now, see, you don't get the Sub-Zero option.
Lemon bar?
Yeah, you don't get the Sub-Zero option unless you talk to Jenna upstairs. So let's say Cookie. You don't get it. Yeah, but he says Sub-Zero.
Crafty.
Very. Pretty sneaky, sis.
There's a code in there.
So, this was a guy from our class named Matt. And, do you want to be him or should I?
Sure. Baines. What is the status of the shipment at present?
First shipment is nearly loaded, sir. It'll be departing within the hour.
Most excellent, Baines. I must ask you a question.
Sir?
Did you find there to be anything unethical about this company's operations?
Of course not. The masses clearly are unaware of what they desire in a game, and must be told what is good and what is bad. If not for us, they wouldn't know what to experience in a game.
Yes, I believe that is the right answer. Up until now, our games have been just enough to keep people buying them and enjoying them, whether they wish to or not. But now with the latest incarnation of Decrepit, we will truly be able to hold sway over the consumer sheep, as they were.
A game so terrible but strong in height that it actually transforms players into mindless zombies. What a brilliant plan, sir.
Did you just predict Man's Sky?
Did I predict what? What was it?
No Man's Sky?
Oh.
No Man's Sky.
I think it's like The Simpsons when they predicted Trump being president. Like, some things you can just read the signs, and eventually it will hit that. I don't know. Hard to say.
I suppose it was going to happen sooner or later.
It was going to happen regardless of what I predicted.
Yeah. Yes it is. Soon every publisher will be ours as they go bankrupt from only our games being sold. We will own them all. Nay, we will own the world itself. Baines! All this excitement has required that I bask with a delicious cup of spiced coffee. Have my secretary fetch some immediately.
As you wish.
That's like 2 levels of servitude. Get my servant to go get the other servant to get me coffee.
It's a pretty big deal.
Soon the world will truly belong to digital creations. There will be no stopping us.
I don't know if it's going to transition after I click this, but if you look, the background for his office is actually, I think it's the chemical zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Nice.
See this awesome animation. Hey Joe, what do you think of those games we got in the bag? You can be Joe.
Tell you, Jack. Them's the newest and bestest games out there. I hear say everyone's gonna be wanting one.
That's what I hear too. I think maybe we need to pick ourselves up one each when we unload them.
I'm thinking you're right about that. I ain't gonna be the one who doesn't get one. Just about everyone's gonna be jealous of us.
I think I just turned to Hicks in about 2 sentences.
Yep. Well, you know the voices, or the,
I just hope it ain't a dictative or whatever. Anyways, we about to the store. Probably a little derogatory, but these guys are Hicks.
Yup, ought to be just coming up in a bit here. That's quite the wheels animation.
Well, you had to show that they were moving somehow.
I know.
Let's unload this bunch of boxes here and go play that game. I was actually pretty proud of how I got this to work.
Yeah?
I was actually very proud of the cool little animations I got. So I don't know if you saw it, but Stone 30 is a direct throw over to
Oh, yeah.
30. Yeah, because they're
Nice. Yeah.
purveyors of what we need. So, one other thing I wanted to point out, because like I said, I point out a bunch of crap here, is that if you've ever worked with RPG Maker like XP, you'll notice that a lot of this stuff isn't defaulted. Like, the battle system doesn't work like that. It's more like Dragon Quest or Earthbound. So, I grabbed some scripts online and people were like posting on forums, so I'm not taking credit for any of that stuff by any means. It's just like, hey, it happened to work, and I was gonna try and write my own if this ever like went anywhere, but I never did really. So I don't remember what to do, and I want to talk to people before I trigger everything. But we'll see what happens. Let's see.
Ooh, you can rest on a bench for money.
What a deal! But yeah, let's see. I have to go here.
There's a bench right over here that doesn't cost money.
That was 10 gil. The door is pretty much locked.
It's on the floor.
What's
Well,
that?
see, that looks like it's got stairs down there and stuff. So
There are stairs,
obviously, so you gotta talk to the guy at the desk.
Yeah, I think you do.
Maybe.
You gotta shop.
You see the? Oh, he's a shop owner. I was wondering what you do with your money in this.
Yeah.
I noticed
So-
you're in XP too, but do you level up or no?
Yeah, well, I think we're at level 3 and 4 or something.
Oh.
Poison. We'll grab a couple of these.
I get it. I get it.
Do you? I don't. I don't remember what my reference was for that one. Blue Ox?
Red Bull.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. So... Oh, I've got the Linux hat on right now. Okay. We've got dead wire. Yeah, dude. 400. That was a big grab of funnies. I haven't shown the floppy disk in battle yet, and I want to because I made an animation for it, which is, it looks kind of like a zip disk, if you've ever seen those.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
Yes.
Oh, this was, oh yeah, so this was Jenny's brother at the time.
He's
the
not
purveyor.
he's not her brother anymore.
No, actually. That's a different story, but cool person. Hello there, boys. What can I do for you today? We've been given clearance to enter the tournament by Matron Jenna. The bouncer doesn't seem to want to let us in, though. I suppose you asked nicely, too, right? Let me remind you two, Jenna doesn't give permission to enter the tournament nor view it. She can let you down here, but in the end, it's me that you have to suck up to in order to be allowed entry. I don't see anything convincing me to let you in as of yet. Ah, jeez. A power tripper. Fine then, what have we got to do to get in your good graces there, boss? Well, let me ask you some questions. Let me first ask you some questions. Why did you come down here in the first place? A scared monkey boy.
I'm scared of Monkey Boy.
Yeah, okay.
What was he saying to that?
I'm not sure you're in the right ring, my friend. Regardless, let's move on. How many will be fighting? 3. I'm a wizard. I'm not sure what water you've been drinking, but you'd best share it when you find more of it. Continuing on. What do you expect to win? Or what do you expect if you win? Prestige.
Oh, elite items.
What you got, elite items? Fine, that's what you'll get. I may swap my chamber pot with the prize box, though, because, you know, we use chamber pots down here. I think, if I remember right, that last question does determine what you get. It's like if you get money or if you get an item. So I think this one you do get an item if you win.
Chamber pot.
Yeah, dude. It's filled with chocolatey goodness. Alright, I decided to let you into the games. You'll be facing other game designers and programmers like yourselves, so beware. They're just as ready for a game deal with Faucet as you would be, and they won't hold back. Let me stamp your hands here. There we go. Alright.
This is before Valve did like early access and stuff too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
Because then they started letting anybody make games.
They sure did. Alright, you're all set to go, boys. Have fun and try not to die, eh? So I got that. So I was thinking about this, and it's like, at what point is something not inspiration and it's just basically copying something, right? For me, the inspiration for this section was, I don't know the right way to say it, but people say Xenogears or Xenogears. I said Xenogears, but I think it actually is Xenogears. But there's a section where you're like stuck and you have to go and do battles, and that's kind of where my inspiration was for this stuff.
Isn't the saying creativity is just forgetting where you stole it from?
I think so. I think of like music like that. It's like, oh, I want this part from this artist and this and this, and it's like if you can't remember where you took it from, it's inspiration. So, I don't know. Whatever. We're gonna go in. So
all you needed was a hand stamp.
and that's what it always ends up being. Yeah. I don't remember start or anything. Or you're dead. Contestants. I don't know if it lets you go through this way.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
That's the tournament grounds. Did you want to talk to those guys before?
Yeah, I did. I'm just kind of wandering around first.
Gotcha.
I think I can hear
Looks like they're
myself. Do you have your headphones on or do you have speakers?
I have speakers.
I just realized I think I can hear myself if I'm not if I'm not being loud enough. When I'm talking, I can hear myself over and over. Let's move aside, whatever. Alright, we're going in. Oh, there's Jenny's friend Sarah. She's a real person too.
Huh.
Do you want to be her this time? We'll just alternate new people. How about
Sure.
that?
Hi. Okay. Hi there. I'm the contestant advisor. You two must be about ready for your battle, eh? This has been the strangest day of my life.
Yeah, from taking a test to fighting other game artists, it's something. At least this is just friendly competition.
You two sound like you're taking this upcoming battle lightly. I'd advise against that, personally. And why is that? These tournament fights are to the death. The tournament stadium has a special ability to manifest a person's chosen creation into reality. Once in the ring, 2 contestants enter, only 1 leaves with their life.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I like that this is all just
Thunderdome.
underneath some random cafe, like underneath the streets and all that.
Yeah,
It's just
that's crazy talk.
freaking blood sport.
It's the truth. This is the underground, fellows. This isn't a playground for kids. The world of gaming is much more complicated and dangerous than you might imagine, especially down here. If you get that game deal with Faucet, you have yourself a huge advantage over any other designer.
We're not in this for the glory of the deal. We're here to make allies, that's all.
Well, at least you're not like the usual riffraff trying to enter these things. I tell you what, guys, I'll try and help you in any way that I can.
For such a unforgiving world, we are meeting the right people that are pretty sympathetic.
Yeah. If you make it big, I want the deal with Faucet. This shouldn't be a bad deal considering you two aren't even interested.
What can you do for us?
I work down here, so I'm not eligible to fight or compete, but this should be a good enough loophole even for Alden. I have a room with supplies that you're welcome to help yourself to, and I'll offer any advice on the upcoming fights that you so eagerly seem to want to plunge into. We should put you're Shane now, because of that. I don't know who that is.
No, she's Shane.
Oh.
I said okay.
Oh, she's Shane. Ha,
Shayna, maybe? I forget how you pronounce her name in this game. I don't know what else thinking.
Shine.
You can call her whatever you want, really. I don't remember what the actual pronunciation was I had.
You two are all right. The name is Shine, by the way. Here's the key to my room. Feel free to sleep or use the supplies. So we don't have to pay $10 to sit on a bench. That's
Yeah,
nice.
right. That's some pretty expensive stuff. So you consider we have.
So you have to go back upstairs, I think.
If we want it, well, we probably should, because we should go save. There's always time to save, as we established.
The room is.
What's that?
That's where the room with the supplies is, right there. Right?
Yeah, this must be a bug. Well, go back in time about 10 years and you'll fix that, I guess. No, this isn't. Oh, it is. Oh, more findings. How about that?
Alright. She's got like a whole friggin' apartment down there.
Yeah. Okay. Get to go sleep on another bench, I guess. Alright, so we have to go fight. Because fighting is
Yes.
Most of the battle, actually.
Fighting's life.
Alright, so... Since the entrance to the arena, are you ready for your first opponent? Yeah, let me,
Froth, you should have frothed.
That's the spirit. Your first opponent... Your first opponent will be Solberg. Let me give you a tip. She's fond of theme parks and animals. So Solberg is actually the last name of somebody I used to work with when I was making this game. So that's that reference. She just had that color in her hair, too. Welcome designers and spectators alike to Faucet's fantastic Vapor Tournament. Excuse me, let me get the right voice. Those who would prove themselves here will have the opportunity to cut a deal with the monumental Faucet Game Creation Company. Those who lose shall lose more than their chances. This is an arena such that pits a designer's creation against other creations. There are no advantages other than raw skill and development. Yes, audience, you are all in for a true show. Presiding over the tournament is none other than Faucet Chairman James Olden. And then he went over he did a backflip and the first round will take place between contestants Solberg and Team Terran. You may begin at the sound of the bell. I'm gonna tear you apart, fiend. Fear my game, the Roller Coaster Raccoon. Shout out to Roller Coaster Tycoon. So... oh yeah, cursor jam. Who's got, let's try that. So that's for... So, yeah, you get different abilities by picking up CDs, but when you level up, you also get them that way.
Oh, you do.
So Aaron's using a pilot.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good.
It's a good animation.
Yeah,
Did you?
I want to use floppy disk.
Yeah, you.
Let's go. Jeez, frickin' hits hard too. I forgot how hard he hits it. Need to do.
Well,
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Do that, and then let's hit up Funyun's big grab over to Terran. Because Terran's getting his ass rocked here.
Yeah, he is. Jeez.
We have... Well, we can sleep after every night, so, or every time, so let's go. So I didn't even see how much... So... oh, it's so great.
That's pretty good.
How much did Compiler do? Because his attack does about 30 damage. Compiler does... Yeah, okay, so we want to use Compiler. So.
I don't know if you're able to use it.
I'll be able to use it. Probably go with at least one more attack. Maybe on Compiler.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm out of DP. Oh, I still think it was digital points by the way. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's, you know, this roller coaster's going off the rails.
Yeah.
So, okay, eat some granola bars. Then, get smacked up the raccoon. Right, so let's do that. Shoot, we're on. Okay, do I have a...
Smelling salts.
No, smelling salts are kind of like Phoenix Downs.
Oh,
So
okay.
we want Dead Wire, I think, for Aaron. Yeah, so now we're back up with that. Alright, well,
Hey,
just wasted a... Dead
You can probably go right in the next fight then.
Wire. Yeah, but I don't want to. Because I want to go save and all that.
Hey guys, great fight. Your next one is bound to be harder, so maybe you ought to get some rest. Keep up the good work.
I actually don't even know if you can do it without resting first, so... Oh, we're gonna go try... Or we're gonna go and rest first, but...
Yeah.
So... Save. Go back down to... How are we pronouncing her name? Shine? Is that what we're saying? Shine?
China.
Shina. How do I don't even remember how to do it.
I think you gotta go pay for the bench.
I think, well...
Which is ridiculous. She said you could rest down there, but that's...
I know, yeah, maybe I have to go... I did playtest the hell out of this game. Most stuff should work. So let's go figure this out here. Tomorrow, I'm ready to go again now. Yeah, okay.
No, I'm afraid you fight once per day here. The first bracket rounds are day 1, the second rounds are day 2, etc. This is a fairly well-structured event you seem to have here. When you're in the underground, you really have to be precise. There isn't a lot of room for mistakes. Plus, it just keeps spectators here longer. And in the end, Faucet has to make money somehow. Why not encourage them to buy a few games while they're here, eh? I suppose that makes sense. Hype up the event, and sell a few games along the way. Seems to be how business works.
God damn it.
Exactly. In any case, if you want, I can show you the current standings of the day. Care to see them?
Let's see the business. So, Kane against Team Venture.
Oh, so you only had to fight 2 matches here?
Yes. At least that's all that we're seeing.
Is it randomized, or do you have to fight Team Venture or Kane?
Nothing's randomized in this game.
Is it always Kane?
No, it's all... I had to hard code pretty much everything because... So, little known fact, or not little known fact, but a little bit of information. This game is built on Ruby. So Ruby is actually pretty powerful. How the hell do I... freaking... Dude, I don't remember how to go to sleep here. This is nuts. I might have to go and do the...
Will resting on the bench work?
I'm trying, like, I'm trying to activate it on...
No, the paid arrest bench.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go, I had to hit the light. That makes sense.
Well, oh.
Alright, yeah, that's a throwback to Mario RPG, I think,
of
because you have to go turn that off, yeah. Well, whatever, it's an adventure, so... Alright, the first day of fighting is over. I still say I'm ready to take on the next opponent and get moving. Aaron?
Well, I hear you, but we can't do everything in a single day.
I guess you're right. Who's the next fighter for tomorrow? Kane, was it?
Yep, that's what the standing sheet said. Besides that, though, we have to think this through, assuming we get Faucet's backing. How or what are we going to do? DC is a huge organization, and we don't even know what they're capable of.
We know they're capable of taking out Chen, that much is for sure. We also know they have an endless supply of henchmen at their disposal.
Unfortunately so. I'm not keen on those henchmen. They remind me of some sort of strange agents of evil. In any case, we need a plan. Let me use your laptop for a sec, Tear Bear. Aha! I thought so. There's a bit more information on the Alliance rumor. It looks like the former chairman of Eastwood isn't happy.
I need to go make a shirt that says Tear Bear on it now, thanks.
Apparently the rest of the board of directors finally voted him out for attempting to stonewall any and all connection with DC. Looks like the last major corp has fallen from grace.
Yeah, see, so I think I was right. Eastwood was a good company and they got eaten by DC. You mean a merger?
Looks like it. Talks of one at least anyway. I was holding out a bit in hopes of Eastwood keeping some dignity, but I'd say that's all gone. I think if there was a time to strike, it would be now. East will be going through a changing of the guard, so to speak, if the merger happens, which should allow us to sneak inside their building.
Espionage, huh? I like the way this sounds already. Hit the weakest peg of the 3 and go from there.
If we get Faucet, that might be enough to put them out of commission. If they go, we might be able to look at their records and secrets as well.
It's settled then. We win this tournament and hit the road for Eastwood. Sounds a bit easier to say than do, though.
Just have to take it one step at a time, I guess. Let's turn in for now and see where we stand after the fight tomorrow. I don't know why we're sleeping here when you could go home and sleep. Since you're in the same town.
No, remember they're looking out for us, the G-Men are. We can't just go out there and do that.
Oh, I guess.
Alright,
Well,
we're-
but it's not like the G-Men knew who these guys were.
well,
They just knew they were at the school and they were trying to get them.
I guess that's a good point. We did kill the people
Maybe
who
they have
were
the resources.
after.
It is. I guess.
You can pretty much make up your own reason at this point, because there really isn't an official one when we can't go home. Okay, so... Want some more information?
Hey guys,
Yeah.
looks like you got another fight lined up. Want some more info on this one?
Lay it on me! Faucet!
This opponent summons the souls of 3 mega nerds bound together by the monster that is the gaming dark side and snot. They are capable of extreme nerd rage, which will take a good chunk of your health if you're not careful.
So, some background on this. We were trying to figure out, what's that? Yeah?
Go ahead with your background.
I was gonna say, so, the idea for the tournament was we were trying to think of different enemies to fight. And so, the last one was Roller Coaster Raccoon, because they're supposed to be based on games, right? So this is, this is the Uncool Tournament.
Rage!
Calm down, I say! Oh, feisty. Go on. So this is Kane and the Uncool Tournament. Alright. Day 2 is now upon us as the Vapor Tournament rolls on, ladies and gentlemen. This round features 2 of the champions to prove themselves in the previous rounds yesterday. That probably makes sense. Before the fight begins, I present to you a message from the CEO of Faucet himself. Do you want to be Olden, or should I?
Sure. My loyal gaming audience, I thank you all for attending my Wonders Tournament. Join me as I extend acknowledgement to our competitors. Those who are about to die by the creations of a keyboard, we salute you. Oh my god.
I'll be Kane. My ultra nerd shall be... No, see, it's Kane's voice. Like, Kane's pretty badass, so Kane would be like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. My ultra nerd shall be your demise.
My ultra nerd shall be your demise.
My ultra nerds. So yeah, it's the Uncool Tournament. So let's stat up with some
Look, my
flying.
question that I was going to ask earlier that didn't get answered.
Oh yeah.
How come our guys aren't avatars some weird, so many, like, the other guys get? Because we're just our own manifestations and that's it?
Yeah, we kind of just didn't have the ability to go fight. It's kind of like if you were in Pokemon and you decided to just whip out a bat and start beating the Pokemon instead. That's kind of what we're doing. I don't really know.
I feel like at the beginning of the game that would have worked a lot better.
There isn't a real good reason for it. I don't know. We just have to go fight these people.
Oh look, it's a Pidgey. Just throw a rock at it.
It makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it. Alright, playing some
This guy's not doing as much damage as the last.
Yeah, that's because they can do more stuff. Because they have 3 people. I think they have more HP.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
You know, if I really should have pulled out my player's guide for this, because then I would know. Because I do have the Collector's Edition player's guide for,
Oh, that was way easier than the last one.
Yeah. The player's guide covers everything up to, I think, your escape from the school. I am defeated.
We win. Did you want to see the current standings? We just won the tournament. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay.
So now we have to go fight Wuzzles. Wuzzles was a random guy that Jenny knew.
Can you see more over to the right, like the other?
Nope.
What are the other team names over to the right?
It's just a static image. I don't know who PA was.
Alright, come back if you want to see who's in the lead. Oh,
yeah.
turn the lamp off in my room when you're ready to call it a day.
That really would have been
now
useful.
you tell us.
Right? Right? Oh boy. Alright, so let's go save again. I think I don't know if you can hear it or not, but once in a while my computer does this micro stutter thing, and it happens like once a year for absolutely random reasons. But I think we should be okay. Alright. Let's see, before I do this, I think we're looking pretty good for items. We have a bunch of Funyuns, so we're good for health. And we're good for... Yeah, we're okay. So, okay.
How much money do we have?
I think like 200. We don't have a lot. That Kane guy was something else.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Only one more to go, though. Then we can get moving again.
Feels like today just flew by. Must have been the tournament excitement. Feels like it was only 5 minutes. Whoa, what the hell?
Who the shit is that? Kane! Kane!
What do you want? Hold, fellows. I am not your enemy this time. I'm not your enemy this time. I come to allow myself to be heard. I thought you were killed from a fight. How are you alive? I possess strength enough to stay alive through many occasions. I do not die so easily. What I wish to convey to you is part of Cinevision's plan. It seems as though I have a penchant for being mind-controlled. Shout out to Final Fantasy. The man you fought in the arena was myself, and yet not. Cinevision is responsible for a drug I was given without my knowing. The monster you fought was a local beacon to keep me under control. With its death, I am restored.
Cinevision mind-controlled you?
They did, under the guise of Eastwood. There was an internal battle within Eastwood when I was sent here that I assume still continues.
Wait, if they sent you, that means they know the location of this cafe and the tournament.
Unfortunately, I feel they shall know soon if they are not aware yet. I was monitored until this point, but to my knowledge, they were not able to follow me past the cafe's secret entrance. I overheard your conversations you have had while you've been here, and after seeing your abilities in the ring, I feel you two are the best candidates to ally with. I will not let organizations such as DC and Cinevision go through with their plans, whatever they may be. Will you accept? I suppose. Someone like you could help us greatly against the corpse. Consider yourself a friend of Aaron and me, pal. Excellent news, fellows. I shall be in touch. I wish you good luck in the final round of the arena tomorrow. I'm going to gather a bit of information. I'm going to gather a bit more information. Me past the sea. I don't know. Yeah. All right. See you later.
Well, that was bizarre. In more rhythm.
Kid, he just started repeating himself like he was mind controlled at some point.
Oh my god. I guess we don't have much choice but to trust him. What do you think?
I think we have a giant ass broken wall. I was pretty proud of that when I programmed that too. Just okay, so we're back up to tip top. Fighting shape. I wonder. I'm gonna check if there's anything secret in here. I didn't even look.
I think you could probably grab a weapon off the wall there.
Wouldn't that be? I always wanted to do that in FF7. Just rip
yeah.
one of those giant Wu-Tai swords off the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be great. No, all these great ideas in hindsight, but I guess I didn't implement them. Oh yeah, you can't hear the music. That's too bad. Because it's great. It's great. God, these freaking micro stutters are pissing me off. Anyhow, I wonder what does this guy have to say? Vote of confidence there. Yeah. Okay,
so I'm guessing if you didn't accept Shina's help, you would have to go pay the money to sleep on the bench too.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was.
One more day of fighting to go. Want a quick tip? Just
lay it on. Just the tip.
The fighter today summons a fawn of complete war and destruction. He has a powerful bolter gun that can shoot everyone in the party. He also wields a lute, which can put someone to sleep too.
This is probably my favorite.
Like my dialogue.
I think. Shut up. This is probably my favorite of the three. I think. Your last opponent is Wuzzles. He has an appetite for war and destruction. It's actually not too far how he looks in real life, I think. We have finally arrived at our final day. Makes sense. We have finally arrived at our final day in the Vapor Tournament. Today will be the day our Vapor Champion is crowned. Many have fought here now, but only one shall leave. I sincerely hope that... I love the tournament!
Oh god. Let the final battle begin.
I think that was a guy from the Gundam, or the original Gundam or something that took his face.
I'll turn your skin into a
Inside joke. So they had the Fauna War.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and do what we were doing before. Crank up our... These are
I
floppy
recognize
disks.
the font from the preview videos.
Oh, yeah. I think Roller Coaster Raccoon was in the original Oh, shit. I went to sleep. There's no way to wake him up either. I think you can like, hit him. Alright, well, get this cookie throw going. Well, we just keep trying to put Aaron to sleep.
Oh.
We didn't shoot, the poison didn't take effect. They just stuff another cookie down and gull it. Okay, Aaron's awake. Alright, we're just going to go for it.
How do you deal with like initiative and stuff? Like who attacks first?
So the game has built-in speed, and so the Fauna War has a high speed in his stats. So yeah, that's how it's just like any other RPG. It's based on speed. And that, so, but that's what you do, and somebody's going to sleep, I guess, with my eyes open, moving around. So, oh wait, yeah, it just kind of. Yeah, it skips his turn then. Some badass stuff. So we'll hit compiler again, throw that out.
Seems to do probably the highest damage.
Yeah, it does the job, for sure. Quick, scarf down some fundings. We're violating so many copyright things if I ever sold this for money, which I'm not.
No, you spelled it differently. You spelled it Funyuns.
That's how they're spelled, aren't they? Isn't it Funyun?
No, it's I think it's Funyun.
What did I say?
I think it's yeah, Funyuns. There you go.
Right, we're in the clear.
Safe.
So where do I find my dead wire? Right. Dude, he's freaking hammering me. Let's do that. Still got some more DP back again from all the Funyuns, so we're good for that.
I like how the infinite loop gives you health.
Well, so originally Infinite Loop was gonna do something else, and then it didn't. So no.
Like if you could add like a confusion effect or something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be
I
a good
actually.
status effect.
So what I originally wanted it to be. I originally wanted the effect to be regen, right? So it's like, oh, you cast Infinite Loop. And
regen?
I always called it regen from the way it was spelled.
Regen,
Well,
like regenerate.
Okay, technically, maybe. I think it's a soft G or a hard G.
Xenogears.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play my Xenogears and fight Bahamut with my regen. I'll show you what's up.
I should have chosen the tiers, whatever.
The Tyranids. It's a shout out to old Dawn Award.
Aha! You won! That's excellent! I believe Mr. Olden will want to speak with you now. Don't forget about our deal, boys! Greetings, my champions! I was pleased with your performance in the ring the last 3 days. I must applaud you for your talent. Firstly, I understand that you entered the tournament hoping the reward might be something amazing. Something tangible. You were right. In this case, this is a relic of the past that I bestow now to you. I believe they called it a virtual boy. Whoops. You received virtual boy.
I think it's a weapon for somebody, or maybe it's a helmet. I don't remember.
Yeah. Now that that's all out of the way, it is traditional for myself to hear of your gaming project you wish to publish. Tell me about it.
Actually, sir, we've come to gather Faucet's help. We believe DC, Cinevision, as well as Eastwood are in alliance. They invaded our school and almost caught the two of us. Something big is going down. We heard you and Faucet might be able to back us up.
So, the big three, they've finally done it.
Sir?
The big three, DC, Cinevision, and Eastwood. In the past, before Faucet went underground, they tried to ally with us as well, hoping to form some mega corporation.
Sorry, I can't. I don't. There's like a little bit of lag when I hit the button for it.
Not the word I was thinking was coming next. Mega corporation. One that could replace the industry itself. Think of it like an agreed upon monopoly. Several companies all appear to be in competition, mudslinging back and forth about how only their product can deliver the insane amount of entertainment today's hyped up players need to get by, all the while shaking each other's hands behind the curtain. If the industry is made up entirely of these corps, there is no industry, only the triumvirate of evil. Small studios are politely given the offer to resign and join a different field, or they're steamrolled and eliminated by whatever means are deemed appropriate. Usually murders.
So again, I want to point out, at the time, I'm not as bad with EA as much now, but like at the time, they were pretty much the worst company in my mind. And so that's what they were doing, because like Westwood, right? They ate Westwood, and they just destroyed. They're like, you don't get a choice. We're buying you, and we're taking over your franchise. And that's kind of what this is all pointing to.
Right.
It's really just my big editorial as I saw the gaming industry.
That's horrendous. It is, but I'll tell you why they can do it. Because they make the rules. Even without an alliance between them, they don't need any more competition. Resistance is futile for them, my friends. They would sooner absolve you and stow your studio to some corner and forget about you. I don't think absolve is the right word there.
I think absorb. Well, absolve. No, because you say if you absolve somebody of your sins, you get rid of them. So with them, it's you absolve them.
I think that's what absolve means. Anyway,
we can fight on this later because I think you're probably right. But
I'm gonna look it up right now.
okay.
You're given one chance to make a hit seller. After that, well, it's not a bright future. You've heard the slogan, "We create the best." It's true. They take what they have and make it the best by destroying anything that might sell better. How do you know all this, Mr. Olden? Once, a good friend of mine joined DC. He told me these stories of conquest left and right. Through it all, he still believed the corpse to be a righteous force. He said all through the academy. What academy?
Yeah, it's the game academy.
I want to work for the big guys. Shortly after DC absorbed Monsoon Studios, I never heard from him again. Monsoon. I feel like I should know who that be.
I should too. I can't think of who they are though. Blizzard.
Blizzard. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So absolve means to set or declare someone free from blame, guilt, or responsibility.
So they get rid of their responsibility of their franchises, right? Doesn't that work? I don't know. I once used recant instead of recount, so I wouldn't put it past myself that it's not right.
Okay, let's continue this discussion in my chambers. I'd rather not be speaking of this among an open room. We've already been talking about it in an open room.
No. But now it's real.
Oh, now it's like plan making time.
Now then, perhaps we can work out some sort of arrangement. We already have intel that Eastwood has lost some of its strength, specifically at their corporate headquarters building in the jungle city of Turok.
Shout out.
Now, while our company is a bit under the radar, we do have access to a few things. Helicopters. We have helicopters. We can't say for sure what the exact state is inside the building, and we don't know for sure if they truly have joined the Alliance, or even if the Alliance exists for that matter. But one thing is for sure, we can get you into the building unnoticed. With helicopters. The rest is up to you two. So let me get this straight. You want to airdrop us via helicopter into a megalopolis jungle city. That's exactly right, Aaron.
kick ass.
We'll have Faucet operatives standing by. So they have operatives too. That's
Dude, they're think of Steam. Like they're under the radar, but they're huge. Like they're pretty good guys.
Standing by once you get in and can give us a more up-to-date status on the company. We're powerful, but we're not up to fighting wars with a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. A weakened one, though, we may be able to pester. Interesting undertaking, but we're underground. I suppose you have an underground hangar as well? Wow, don't be ridiculous. It's down the street. You have to walk there.
Don't be fucking ridiculous, Aaron. God damn it. Down the
Stay a
street.
night the tournament's in if you need to. Or head out right now. Or right away. It's ready to go on my instruction. I'll be in touch.
Okay, okay. Down the road should be our prime destination. Let's hit it. So So I'm gonna go rest, and then we're gonna save, and then we're gonna call it for this episode on that. I think 'cause this is a pretty good spot. Oh, I guess I'm.
Yeah.
No,
Pretty
okay, I'm gonna
good.
go sleep in the inn. No, shine. You're gonna
Shiner.
Shiner. I gave you a shiner, mate. What you laughing about? You having a giggle over there? I'll bash your fucking head in. I'm gonna go. This is a good spot to leave off for this episode. So I'm gonna go get rested up. Talk to the nanny Moogle. I should mention Nanny is Jenny's dog, by the way. He's a corgi, so
That's what I gave.
that's why it's we just put a pom pom on his head.
Yeah.
So all right, when we come back next episode, we're gonna make our way to the helicopter hangar, and hopefully, surely nothing will go wrong.
Surely.
Surely.